Is there a certain amount of, I don't know, do you have to pick up with some conditioning? How much time do you have with the players to actually focus on football when you have that much time between games?
Yeah, you want to practice throughout the break and kind of keep them fresh and, mindset on football, those type of things. But you also want to give them a chance to go home, opportunity to do that, to spend time with family because they don't get to do that for the holiday. And then they also got finals in that period, so you got to work around that. I think we got back this past weekend. We did some conditioning, a little extra stuff just to kind of make sure we're ready for the day and game day. But all in all, I thought we did a good job with our players of keeping the, focus on football, focus on Pitt, but at the same time, letting them have some time to go take care of finals, spend time with family, and those type of things.
Yep, holidays hitting right around this game. We'll take a quick time out here. We'll continue our conversation with Coach Blake Harrell and get his final thoughts heading into this game. Couple minutes away from kickoff. It's the Military Bowl in Annapolis. ECU taking on Pitt on the ECU Sports Network.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Big Rock Power Sports and Marine of Greenville is your one-stop shop for all your power sports and marine needs. They carry ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, plus personal watercraft, boats, and pontoons. There are 4 Eastern Carolina locations close by: New Bern, Rocky Mount, Elizabeth City, and Greenville. So Big Rock Power Sports has you covered. Find us in Greenville on Highway 264 beside Agri-Supply or visit them at BigRockPowersports.com. Proud sponsors of ECU Athletics as well as Pirate Club members. Go Pirates!
When you're ready to kick off your next home, lawn, or garden project, Quality Equipment knows the game. We have the right John Deere lawnmower, compact utility tractor, or utility vehicle to make every run a touchdown. Score a low monthly payment and great financing on your next purchase. Best of all, we've got your back with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Come on down to one of our 35 locations or visit us online at QualityEquip.com. Proud sponsors of ECU Pirates football.
Every pirate needs a bank, and Town Bank has the entire field covered. From business and retail banking to loans and mortgages and insurance, Town Bank and our family of companies can be your winning financial team today. Town Bank, serving others, enriching lives. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 512138. Insurance products offered through Town Insurance are not a deposit, not FDIC insured, and not guaranteed by Town Bank.
The fans came out today, David.
That's right, Gabe. Big games mean bigger tailgates.
Check out that Ford F-150 truck, a championship caliber performance.
Oh, flawless execution, Gabe. Smart, powerful, and with available Pro Power on board, F-150 just took this tailgate over the top.
Game on, David. For the latest offers on Ford F-150, go to buyfordnow.com to see your Carolina Ford dealer today. See owner's manual for important operating instructions.
This is attorney Tom Lamb at the Duderman Law Group. When life puts you in a full court press, you need a team that plays to win. As proud partners of ECU Athletics, our legal team will fight for your rights with the same passion you bring to Minges Coliseum. Whether it's an on-the-job injury, a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, or a VA or Social Security disability claim, we'll provide the home court advantage you need. For more information, Google Duderman Law Group and go Pirates.
Time to look at the keys to Pirate victory. Let's head back to Jim Szoke.
All right, back a few more moments here with the head coach, Blake Harrell, before we get to the kickoff of this Military Bowl game with ECU taking on Pitt. And, Coach, what's kind of your message to the players? As we said, for some, this will be their last game, their last college game. For others, they're part of the future plan moving forward. For a game like this, though, to kind of just reset their minds and get them out there on the field, what are some of your last words to them before they hit the field today?
Just like it always is, the past 12 games, you never know, we're never promised tomorrow. We got to take advantage of the day. It's the most important day of the year. We got to win it, and certainly today's a part of that. We got an opportunity to go play with each other one last time. Obviously, there's going to be guys that moving on, graduating. whatever it may be. And we got to make sure like we take advantage of today and go play with great effort, go play with great energy and for each other for 4 quarters.
You guys had a lot of games that ended around 11 p.m. You got an 11 a.m. kickoff for this one here. What's that like as far as just the clock and getting the players caffeinated up and ready to get out there and play?
It just means you wake up a little bit earlier and get rolling a little bit earlier. Obviously, our last game versus FAU was at noon, and that one started off pretty well. So if we get off to a great start like that, feel pretty good about it.
That was an amazing first half, 42-3, all in the first half. Well, Coach, best of luck in the Military Bowl. Enjoy it along with your players today, and go Pirates.
Thanks, Jim.
All right, Coach Blake Harrell there. When we come back, we'll be ready for the kickoff here at the Military Bowl in Annapolis. ECU taking on Pitt. Coming up next on the ECU Sports Network.
It's time to look at other sports action on this Saturday. Let's check in with the ECU Sports Network Game Day Studio.
7 other games to tell you about in the Bronx. It's going to be Penn State and Clemson at noon. Then it's off to America's most beloved ballpark at 2:15 where UConn takes on Army. It'll be the Pop-Tarts Bowl at 3:30, Georgia Tech and BYU. Hey, the winner of that one gets to eat the mascot alive on the thing as the mascot suit is made out of Pop-Tarts. It'll be Miami of Ohio and Fresno State in the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl. North Texas and San Diego State will be in the New Mexico Bowl at 5:45. Jordan Davis will be calling the place for the Mean Green in that one. UVA in Missouri at 7:30 in the Gator Bowl. It'll be all capped off tonight with the Texas Bowl between LSU and Houston. But first off, we've got the first of 8 bowl games on the day, and it's live from Annapolis, Maryland, the Go Bowling Military Bowl. Here's play-by-play coverage of East Carolina and Pittsburgh.
Live from Annapolis, Maryland, it's the 2025 Go Bowling Military Bowl presented by Executive Personnel Group. Your next career starts here.
Everybody give me a hell yeah!
Pirate Nation, kickoff is coming, and we're ready to take no quarter. Welcome to live play-by-play coverage of East Carolina football. Now let's send it to the voice of the Pirates, Jim Sokey.
All right, one more time for 2025 Pirates football. Welcome on board in Annapolis, along with the crew, Macy O'Donnell, along with Andrew Bays, David Horn. A little bit of sun peeking through the clouds here in Annapolis today. It'll be a chilly game, but hey, we remember last year, chilly and rainy. Ended up dark with the later kick time. It's like a brunch game today, right, guys? We've already had breakfast and pizza, so I think we're ready to broadcast now.
It's a weird thing to have an 11 o'clock start, but it's a great way to start the day for Pirate Nation. A good environment here. The stands are filling up in the lower bowl. A really great turnout. All things considered for the Pirates. A lot of Pirate faithful hitting the road and making it here to enjoy a good couple days here in Annapolis.
Yeah, got some coffee. I see coffee, water, Dr. Pepper. I don't see the mimosas, though. So we might have missed brunch a little bit. But, yeah, man, it's great today going out for the coin toss now, but hoping for a good game today.
Had champagne on ice last year after the win, but we'll see what happens today. Our referee is Luke Richmond as the captains make their way to midfield. Pirates wearing the purple jerseys today.
Good morning, gentlemen. Congratulations on being selected to play in the Go Bowling Military Bowl. Pittsburgh, you are the visitor, and you will call the toss. Okay, we have a heads. That's the tails, okay? Heads, tails. Tyler Herman will do the toss. Do us the honors. Tails. Pittsburgh has won the toss. The further option for the second half. East Carolina will receive to start the game. Good luck, gentlemen. Have a great game.
And we will see who starts first. Chaston Ditta right now throwing on the sidelines there. What you can't see is a giant bowling pin at the 50-yard line, part of the Go Bowling Military Bowl experience as the mascot here. I've not seen Soar the Eagle, but we'll see about that later. Before we get to the kickoff, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening on the ECU Sports Network.
Andrew, you walked down about 20 minutes ago, and the crowd's starting to fill in here, but it looks like a good Pirates purple representation out here in Annapolis today.
Yeah, walk through the lower bowl where Pirate Nation is on the Pirate side here to our near side. And a lot of excitement, a lot of buzz down there from the faithful that came out. The end zone's starting to fill up on the lower side, down by the lawn. It's just, I'll tell you, the sun's starting to pop out. We were concerned that we wouldn't see the sun today, but that will be helpful, warm this thing up a little bit. But what a great environment for the Pirates to come to. And I know they've had a great week of all the activities and kind of light practices, Maceo, as they've gone through the week. And now it's an opportunity to take out all those frustrations they've been living through this week with some loss of some team members, and really have an opportunity here to spark and create a lot more opportunities as we look forward to next season.
Yeah, absolutely. We have some different people calling some plays today and making plays out on the field. But I think if we're able to pull this one off today, I think someone should vote not to send us back to the Military Bowl next season if we were able to make it. 3 years, 3 times in 4 years, 5 years is a lot. So maybe we could go to Florida or somewhere warm next time.
I'm just glad we're in the conversation about which bowl game we're going to, as opposed to if we'll go to a bowl game. So that part of it's exciting for us as well. As we see number 5, Parker Jenkins, we'll probably see him some at running back today. He'll be the deep man on this kick return that would normally have been London Montgomery. And for you, Maceo, you've only been here as a player before, so you've never experienced this stadium and this atmosphere. You usually come in on a bus and into the locker room and onto the field.
Yeah, I think first year doing this with you guys 3 years ago, so the 2023 season, I was able to make this trip as on this side of the field. But yeah, been here as a player. It was kind of confusing driving up here, not really knowing what's going on. They usually just drop you off, but now just experiencing it this way is pretty fun, and just excited to see some of the guys play today.
Sam Carpenter's got the ball on the tee, and away it goes. Over to the far right side, almost went outside the pylon, just inside the pylon at the goal line. And it's almost excellent field position for ECU. Standard touchback, though, for the Pirates, who come out on offense. And it'll be the true freshman, Chasten Ditta, leading the way out there out of Austin, has made 7 pass attempts, completing 4, 38 yards and a touchdown, some cleanup duty along the way this season.
Yeah, it's going to take a little while for him maybe to get his footing, the game speed, especially against his front 7 of Pittsburgh. Be interesting, an early play call.
From the 25, gun goes in motion to the right. It's going to be quarterback draw. And he takes it like Caden Hauser would up to the 30-yard line. Bigger quarterback, got some size, takes it over the left guard, picks up close to 5 yards.
I think it's one of those things where you're just like, Coach, let me get hit a couple times first. Just your first few plays, haven't really played that much in a bowl game of this magnitude, so he's definitely warmed up now.
2-by-1 receivers right to left. Takes the hand off the gun, throws a slant, and completes to Anthony Smith at the 45. Into Panthers territory across the 50, tackled down at their 42-yard line. Well, we know that one. And it was Anthony Smith on the deep slant, taking it into Pitt territory.
Yeah, that was a quick hit to Anthony Smith on the inside slant. He got great position on the inside of that corner. Chasten did a great job of sticking it on him.
28 yards. Fakes the swing pass, now rolls to the right side. He'll throw it out of bounds. And as he was looking over to the right side, I think the first look was to the near side on a swing pass. There was it wide of Jaron Waiters out of bounds, brings one second down. So even that a smart play, just get rid of the football.
Yeah, good decision by him. You know, he had his kind of drawed up play to the left, but if you don't have something, just throw it out, live to see another down.
Waiters and Spalding, the receivers to the right. Of course, Desario Riles in as a tight end along with Anthony Smith. 2-by-2, they go with the receivers. And as you would expect, Marlon Gunn has been the starting tailback. Hasn't touched the ball yet. Again, goes out motion left. The throws on a slant, and it is complete as Waiters had to reach back a little bit for it. Not bad, though. Picks up 8-9 yards inside the 35, brought down at the 33-yard line.
Confident throw. He's able to step into it. He took a hit to the legs, but he was able to deliver a strike to Waiters.
Just the 5th catch on the season for Jaron Waiters, the sophomore out of Florence. It'll be a handoff right up the middle. Gunn close to the line, getting a little push from his offensive lineman. It'll be close. Has to get to the 32-yard line. They're walking in right around the 32.
Good mark. Good mark there. That should be a first down.
They should wave it ahead because it's on the 32. They say 4th and inches instead.
Let's go for it.
Did his quarterback sneak it or get under center here or not? Serial Riles, left side of the backfield. Out of the shotgun they're going to go, though. 5 along the defensive line for Pitt. Two stand-up edge rushers. Yeah, see what they're looking at with the play clock. Now, timeout taken by ECU. I guess we're going to see if they could maybe get an easy draw and see if they would jump. Didn't happen. Certainly not going to be, I wouldn't think, a field goal from this far out. Be about a 50-yarder. Mazie can do it, but be right at the edge of his range on a cold day, I would think.
Yeah, cold day and a little bit of a breeze in the face. The wind's blowing left to our right. And so, Mazie's warming up on the sideline. But, yeah, there was, I think, a little bit of miscommunication there, Maceo, on that. I think they wanted him under center. But play call might have been a situation where they were just unclear what to do there. Let the play clock dwindle down and then having to eat a timeout.
Yeah, you don't want to take a timeout, at least on your first drive, especially, you're going to be in 2-minute situations later in this half. But, you just want to make sure Ditta's out there comfortable, knows what the reads are out in the field. So just make it as simple as possible for him, like we've seen this drive. Those man beaters we've been able to do. He doesn't have to think as much in situations like that.
So muddle, huddle, stay in the shotgun, though. Will hand it off. Gunn, he's got it across the 30 and gets to the 29-yard line. He actually picks up 3. So Marlon Gunn takes it over the right guard out of the shotgun. Rodney Freeman, the running backs coach, serving as the play caller. Big assist, though, Matt Maddox, helping to organize the offense during the previous weeks, getting ready for this bowl game with the departure of John David Baker in his return to Ole Miss. Opening series. Pirates with the ball, 2.5 minutes gone by. Taking on the Pitt Panthers in the Military Bowl. Back to throw. Ditta now moving the legs. Going to take it out of the pocket, tucks it under and run. Slides around the 26-yard line. See what they say he stepped out at. And that's about where they got him, at the 26-yard line. Picked up close to 3. You can see why they feel like, from a play style, there is some similarities between Ditta and what we saw with Caden Hauser, quarterback.
I go back to the spring and summer, and every opportunity I saw him have with second and third units, that's what he did. He was able to beat them with their legs.
Here's a pitch, left side. Gun hit in the backfield, though. Dropped outside the 30-yard line. And that's Isaiah Neal, one of their defensive linemen. Again, they are among the leaders in tackle for a loss. First in the ACC, 7th in the nation. And there's a loss of 4 yards.
Yeah, that's just one of those pin-pull actions where you want to pin down that defensive end, but we weren't able to make that block there, and he got loose. And you see a situation like that, it's a tackle for loss.
3-by-1 receivers now. Bring Riles tighter over on the right side. Look in that direction. Ditta under pressure. Sacked back at the 42-yard line. Braylon Lovelace. That's his first sack of the season. Very good defender, but not usually his thing to get at the quarterback there. It's a big loss for the Pirates.
Yeah, Marlon, I think, was supposed to chip him on there before he escaped to the flat and just wasn't able to get anything on him. Just jailbreak to Ditta, unfortunately.
And that will take you out of field goal range. They were in range for a longer Nick Mazie field goal before, but now on 4th and 22. Punt is away. Over to the right side, inside the 20, bounding around. Dies at the 15-yard line. So Pirates doing a pretty decent job on that first drive, unable to cash it in, though, as it turns out. Ryan Levy doing the punting. We saw a lot of Thomas O'Halloran late in the season, but at least puts it inside the 20 at the 15-yard line. Pitt football when we come back. It's the Military Bowl from Annapolis. No score between the Pirates and the Panthers on the ECU Sports Network.
Craving a cold, refreshing cocktail to enjoy during the game? We thought so. Crack open a can of Club Tales, the OG cocktail in a can. Club Tales is 10% ABV and packed with delicious flavor. Our best-selling Sunny Margarita is now available at East Carolina University athletic events. Hype your game day with Club Tales, proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. Find your closest cooler at clubtales.com today. That's clubtales.com. And go Pirates!
Getting back to your best starts with better orthopedic and sports medicine care at ECU Health.
I'm back on the court after my knee surgery. My legs are strong, and so is my game.
Here, you've got the support of an entire team of highly trained surgeons, backed by the most advanced technologies and robotic surgeries.
My surgeon and I made a plan for my hip replacement. Now, I'm back in the pool.
We're bringing our best so you can perform your best. Learn more at ecuhealth.org/ortho.
When you're ready to kick off your next home, lawn, or garden project, Quality Equipment knows the game. We have the right John Deere lawnmower, compact utility tractor, or utility vehicle to make every run a touchdown. Score a low monthly payment and great financing on your next purchase. Best of all, we've got your back with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Come on down to one of our 35 locations or visit us online at QualityEquip.com. Proud sponsors of ECU Pirates football.
It's bow time, Pirate fans. Grab your chicken, biscuits, and sweet tea from Bojangles, proud to fuel Pirate Nation all season long. Bojangles, it's always bow time.
David Horn there, along with Andrew Bays, Macy O'Donnell, Jim Zoki with you, the 2025 edition of the Go Bowling Military Bowl. And man, what a blast we had last year, right? With the NC State late the win, Rajay Harris with that late 86-yard touchdown run. Had the scrum, the melee. Andrew, you were down there for all the things that happened towards the end of that game.
It was a great memory, being able to rush down to the field, as the game was closing out and be able to get to the lower bowl right when Rajay was breaking that, and being in the midst of all the fans as they were going crazy after that run, and then getting down on the sideline during the melee and just having the excitement with Coach Harrell, being able to interview him after the game, and that excitement for everything they had done last season and overcome. It was a pretty special memory,
Fun, and hopefully Mesa a chance to replicate that, beat the ACC again.
Yeah, definitely. We had some redemption last year just with beating our rival. I think it was the first in-state win we had over a team in maybe 6 years or so at that point. So it was a big win for us, and maybe we have some more redemption today, just able to capitalize on the opportunity that we have.
Pitt Panthers ball for the first time, scoreless game after an opening drive by ECU. Handoff is going to be up the middle, 5-6 yards there for Jakarian Turner. He goes by the nickname Boozy, 5'9", 180. Their leading rusher, 652 yards, 5.3 yards per carry.
Big push from the front five there. Turner was well past the line of scrimmage before any Pirate defenders were on.
They go spread, empty backfield out of the shotgun, 3x2 receivers right to left as Mason Heinschel, the freshman quarterback out of Ohio, checks with the line, backs up, got plenty of time on the play clock, 15 remaining there. Pirates mugging along the defensive line. Come for blitz, they got him at the 10-yard line and sacked. DJ Johnson made the first contact, but it's going to be Ryan Craig. I think they'll get credited with the sack, but it was Johnson that burst through first.
Johnson and Craig on the blitz, coming unblocked. What a spark for the Pirate defense. Here's the sack to give back. Food Line Feeds just donated another 1,000 meals to feed our neighbors in need right here in Greenville. Keep cheering on the quarterback Sacks to help us give back.
Big loss, so give them some amount of forward progress to the 13-yard line. So 3rd down to 12 coming up. Lost about 9. 3rd and long coming up. Pressure coming again inside the 5-yard line. Down he goes.
That's Blake Carroll calling plays for you. We said he was going to probably dial it up, call some blitzes, get after. You have absolutely nothing to lose. And 2 sacks back-to-back with 2nd and 3rd down, a big 3 and out. That's huge for us.
Kendrick DeJure was there, yeah.
Yep, Kendrick DeJure. He's a pass specialist, and we haven't seen much of him late this season, but he just beat his guy, got inside, and got the quarterback down. Here's the sack to give back. Food Line Feeds just donated another 1,000 meals to feed our neighbors in need right here in Greenville. Keep cheering on the quarterback Sacks to help us give back.
Sacks number 31 and 32 on this season from the 5. The punt will come away off the foot of Caleb Junko inside the 50, awaiting for it, taking the fair catch at the 47-yard line is Mangrum. So the Pirates fired up, got some good field position coming up here for their second series. 8:29 to go in the first quarter. Pirates and Panthers scoreless first quarter. That's basically a great opening statement by this defense, saying that the Pirates defense is intact and ready to play. We'll talk more about that coming up next on the ECU Sports Network.
Big Rock Power Sports and Marine of Greenville is your one-stop shop for all your power sports and marine needs. They carry ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, plus personal watercraft, boats, and pontoons. There are 4 Eastern Carolina locations close by: New Bern, Rocky Mount, Elizabeth City, and Greenville. So Big Rock Power Sports has you covered. Find us in Greenville on Highway 264 beside Agri Supply, or visit them at BigRockPowersports.com. Proud sponsors of ECU Athletics as well as Pirate Club members. Go Pirates!
Executive Personnel Group has proudly served Eastern North Carolina for 26 years, connecting talented people with great local jobs and helping businesses build stronger teams. With 15 branches across the Carolinas, Executive Personnel Group is one of the region's largest staffing firms, delivering personalized professional staffing solutions in clerical, manufacturing, administrative, and more. This season, Executive Personnel Group is proud to serve as ECU's official postseason sponsor, supporting Pirate Nation as the team heads to the 2025 Go Bowling Military Bowl. It's just another way Executive Personnel Group gives back to the community it calls home. Whether you're a job seeker or an employer, visit executivepersonnelgroup.com. That's executivepersonnelgroup.com. Executive Personnel Group, building better teams and stronger communities. Call them at 252-321-2024.
Rehab, recover, and train like a pirate at Young's Physical Therapy and Sports Performance.
Scoreless game, opening quarter in the Go Bowling Military Bowl. Pirates about to get the ball back for a second time, taking on the Pitt Panthers here. And Chasten Ditta on his opening drive was 2 out of 3, 37 yards. Looks solid. And then the defense gets back-to-back quarterback sacks of Mason Heinschel, leading to a punt. And the Pirates begin with excellent field position after a fair catch by Mangrum at the Pitt Panthers 46-yard line to begin this drive. Sun shining, starting to warm up a little bit here with the early kickoff today. Mostly like a turkey bowl. You come out and play football like at 11 a.m., like a Thanksgiving Day, get the family and friends together, football game.
Well, you say that, but I mean, their last game was 12 o'clock at FAU. So Blake did mention that, can be helpful, to have that experience and kind of get into the schedule of an early game.
For a big chunk of the season, we were America's Thursday night team. Here's a handoff. And out of the first tackle is Engram breaking through at the 45, takes it inside the 40, rumbles to the right side down at the 39-yard line, picked up 7 yards. Got an injured player, that's Lovelace. He's the linebacker who had a sack on the opening drive, Braylon Lovelace. One of the players they're without because he's opted to go to the NFL draft is Kyle Lewis, their all-ACC linebacker. But Lovelace and Rasheem Biles, the 3 were known as the Sharks this year, and what a collection they were at linebacker. He does not make it to the sideline, has to sit down around the numbers in front of the Pitt bench. So we'll see, obviously, a lower leg injury of some kind.
That would be a big hit to that Pitt defense. He is absolutely a special player. But for the Pirates here, being able to start with great field position, being able to have back-to-back sacks, get the ball inside the 50-yard line, gives Ditta a lot of confidence to start this drive. And Engelman, who's been really great throughout the season when given the opportunity. I know there's been a lot of moving parts with this running back core, but you'd rather have options. I know there's sometimes you like that bell cow mentality, but to be able to have 3 runners the way the Pirates did throughout the season really helps with fresh legs.
And Engelman, 5.3 yards per carry this season, did well. Here's Ditta throw. He got that sitting down inside the 30 and completed pass to the 29-yard line. Anthony Smith, his second big reception of this game. That's good for a first down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, if we're going to keep playing Anthony Smith man-to-man, that's what's going to happen all night. I think they're starting to back up a little bit more than they were the initial drive, but he's the guy that's going to kill him.
RPO look, throw, batted down at the line of scrimmage. As Ditta got a face full of Rasheem Biles. He's very good, second-team All-ACC player. Their leading tackler with 84. There he gets the batted pass right in front of Ditta.
Might have been good that got batted down. Javon McIntyre, a free safety, was sitting on that pass and was biting on that in route that was intended for Anthony Smith.
Good call there. So second down and 10. Pirates live to fight another down from the Panthers' 29-yard line. Orbit motion to the right side goes Spalding. High snap, hit and stuffed in the backfield. As soon as he took the handoff was Engelman, buried
back around the 35-yard line. Never had a chance. A little bit of a high snap, and then Nick James made him pay for it.
Yeah, that was McCrimmon. McCrimmon was set to crash down the line. Kyle Long did not kick out from the left guard position. Even that defensive end untouched to Ditta.
Forward progress, if there was such a word, on that play to the 33-yard line. Does have the Pirates off schedule now at 3rd and 14. And again, you want to at least stay in Nick Mazie field goal range, which they were unable to do on the opening drive. Pressure comes again out to the right side, though. Receiver screen. Spalding met a drop around the line of scrimmage. Might have got a yard. He's down at the 33-yard line, though, so essentially no gain.
You saw the closing speed of that Pitt defense out on Brock Spalding. That's a long way for that ball to go for a screen pass. They crashed down on Spalding pretty quick to close that, force this long field goal.
It's going to be marked at the 41. So this will be a season long if he makes it. Nick Mazie's longest made field goal is 50 yards this season. 13 of 15 on the season. Do have a bit of a swirling wind, as we were talking about earlier. And we get a timeout, Pitt Panthers, before the field goal will be attempted. 6:21 to go in the first quarter. Scoreless game with ECU and Pitt. Just a 30-second timeout, so we'll hold it here. Mazie's got a strong leg, though, Maceo, so he's capable of, even in this wind, having a chance at it.
Well, it might help him a little bit. I'm just kind of remembering Owen Daffer having a similar kick about the same spot, going in the same direction. You get a little wind right here with the water nearby. It might help you a little bit, but he's done it before. But this is pretty long.
Andrew, you're from this area. You know the local winds coming off the Chesapeake Bay, right?
That's right. Now, we were down on the field right in this position that he's kicking it. And he's got a little bit of wind in his face. It shouldn't really affect this range.
From the right hash mark, 51-yard field goal attempt. And again, this will be a season long if Nick Mazie can connect. Snaps down, ball's in the air. It's going to be short. Although he caught that clean. That was not wind. That was just, I don't think he got all of that one on the kick. Didn't look good coming off his foot.
No, that didn't look good at all. He hit it, as some golfers would say, fat.
Took a little divot there. We'll put some sand on that hole and take a timeout. 6:14 to go in the first quarter. It'll be Panthers ball when we come back. ECU and Pitt scoreless first quarter of the Go Bowling Military Bowl on the ECU Sports Network.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
The fans came out today, David.
That's right, Gabe. Big games mean bigger tailgates.
Check out that Ford F-150 truck, a championship caliber performance.
Oh, flawless execution, Gabe. Smart, powerful, and with available Pro Power on board, F-150 just took this tailgate over the top.
Game on, David. For the latest offers on Ford F-150, go to buyfordnow.com to see your Carolina Ford dealer today. See owner's manual for important operating instructions.
All right, folks, we're back. Bob just shared his Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina member ID card at his appointment, and looks like they're double-checking that he's covered.
Well, you can be sure he is, Jim. Blue Cross North Carolina has an extensive network of providers, so they've got him covered better than a lockdown corner.
Yep, that's why they're the most preferred health insurer in North Carolina. Okay, they're back with his member ID card, and he's good. Go with Blue Cross North Carolina. Visit BlueCrossNC.com for more information on health, vision, and dental coverage.
Ag Carolina Farm Credit is proud to support East Carolina University and our Eastern North Carolina communities for over 100 years. Ag Carolina Farm Credit has been helping local farmers, businesses, and families grow. Learn more at agcarolina.com.
No score, first quarter. Military Bowl back in Annapolis, ECU and Pitt. And the Pirates have had the ball twice. Chasten Ditta, the freshman, has played all the snaps at quarterback so far, 4 out of 6, 46 yards. Pirates with just 1 net yard of rushing with the quarterback sack. Meanwhile, for the Pitt Panthers, negative 11 rushing yards, not a pass attempt yet, thanks to 2 quarterback sacks on the opening series for the Pirates defense against Mason Heinschel, the freshman quarterback, who came on to go 6-2 in the games he started this year. 15 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Doesn't run a whole lot. Had a huge game against NC State. They blew that one out. He threw for 423 yards against the Wolfpack.
Yeah, he's got talent, but like I said in the pregame, it's all predicated on the time that he gets from his offensive line.
Pitch sweep and bobbled and dropped. Turner doesn't have it. It's dropped inside the 25, and the Pirates come away with it.
What a disaster for the Pitt Panthers. They just cannot get anything going offensively early with this Pirate defense. Just a simple pitch to the outside, and the running back just could not bring it in. J.D. Lampley jumped on the ball.
Picked it up, runs it into the end zone just to show it off to the fans down there. But this ball will be marked at the 27-yard line. That was just a self-inflicted wound, and Lampley took advantage of it.
It's not looking good for the Pitt offense right now. We're able to make some very negative plays for them right now, and that's why you hand the ball off to running backs. You don't try to toss it or pass it to them. I think they might want to do that one over again.
This third possession in this range, they got to come away with points.
Yeah, starting inside the 30 from the 27. They'll bring Smith in motion. They flip it to him, and he drops the ball at the 31-yard line and gives it right back. Pittsburgh falls on it. It was just a flip. That's going to be incomplete, though. He threw it forward.
Wow.
That's right. That'll be an incomplete pass.
What a break.
Down, East Carolina.
That is absolutely right. That's a forward pass, even though it looks like a handoff. It's a pitch forward. Underhand, doesn't matter.
Yep.
Incomplete forward pass.
Yeah, that's a forward. Some might think when you're running a reverse sweep, the pitch is behind you. But in this example, the Pirates pitched it forward. Just couldn't corral it. So Pirates catch a break.
Hey, coordinators, no more trick plays, please. This is not working for us right now.
Yeah, it might be chilly out, but it's a hot potato right now. Both teams dropping it on back-to-back plays. Fortunately for the Pirates, it'll go down as an incomplete pass. From the 27-yard line now, second down and 10. The zone read of the handoff up the middle and up to the 25. Just got like 2 or 3 yards.
That forward pitch is such a tough thing because there's so much going on at the line of scrimmage. You know, as you're the crossing wide receiver, you're dodging feet of the offensive lineman, and it's just not a great play call.
Yeah, tight area there. Parker Jenkins, the tailback, in for that carry. Takes it again. Now comes around the left side, tripped up at the 20, but he fights his way for a first down. They tried to barrel roll him down low. He kept his feet, and it looks like he should have enough. If they mark him at the 17-yard line, they're already waving the chains ahead. First down, Pirates into the Pizza Hut red zone.
Incredible balance by Jenkins there. That's what they call the Bernie Sanders, where you're almost stumbling, able to put one hand down, but not going all the way down to keep your feet. So that was pretty impressive by him. It's good to see him back and making some plays.
Serial Riles over to the right side as the tight end. They'll empty the backfield. Ditta looking middle, going to throw on the post. Oh, he just overshoots. Riles looking for him. And again, have been right around the goal line. Would have been a touchdown, but just a little high on that throw, but he was open.
That was a solid throw by Ditta. Just was able to step into it. Oh, it was within range of Riles. Just that's one of those QB receiver connection things where timing just a little bit off.
It's time to go with the handoff. And again, Jenkins around the left side, puts his foot in the ground, cuts it at the 15, takes it down to the 10-yard line, picks up 7 yards. Jenkins struggled at times this year in terms of his consistency in running the ball, as he was just 3.4 yards per carry and gave away some reps to TJ Engelman as the season went on. But with no London Montgomery, we'll see Gunn, Engelman, and Parker Jenkins today.
It's one of those guys that just has a big opportunity here as far as looking ahead at what next year might look like. Big opportunity for him to show this coaching staff what he has.
Yeah, with 12 personnel, Miles Parker, the other tight end, along with Riles, out of the pistol. Handoff, and Jenkins sledgehammers his way about to where he needs to go. Needed the 7. It's going to be close. The way they're running in, they have him at about the 7.5. 4th and less than a yard. They'll keep the offense on the field. As Andrew said, with this excellent field position off the takeaway, you want to make sure you come away with some points. Will not get under center. As Ditta starts out there, then backs off. 4th and about half a yard from the Panthers' 7-yard line. Now Ditta retreats back to the shotgun. clap of the hands. Handoff. Jenkins hit in the backfield. He'll lose a yard. Back to the 9, and the Pitt Panthers hold, and the Pirates denied after that excellent field position, unable to come away with any points.
These first 3 drives for us, we've been able to have some explosive plays. We get a little bit behind the sticks, and then we're just not able to capitalize. These are 3 possessions where we probably should have had at least 9 points at this time, and we haven't been able to get it done. We're gonna have to fix that if we want to win the game.
Yeah, Sean Fitzsimmons in there to help along with the safety, Javon McIntyre, to stuff it up.
Yeah, the Pitt defense flexing there on their front 7. And those short yardage situations, they just wanted the point of contact.
So still no score, 3:29 to go in the first quarter. Panthers take over with poor field position, at least from their 9, but it's going to be a handoff. And making a better field position now is Turner makes his way upfield to the 20 and spun down finally at the 25-yard line. So their 16-yard run by Kieran Turner, and they're out of the hole quickly up to the 24 the mark on a 15-yard one. Pistol, high snap, handoff, left side Turner, trying to turn the edge. Takes it up near the 30-yard line. Coming down the line and making the tackle, DJ Johnson with help.
Turner goes 5'9", 180, and one thing that continued to show on film is he is just dangerous in space. If you give him green grass, he's going to create opportunities. You got to get to him quickly.
Pirates subbing out on that defensive line as Zion Wilson and company come off. 4 along the defensive line, 6 in the box for ECU. 2nd down and 4 after a run for 6. Another handoff. Turner again gets an opening, again finds enough room for the first down, splashes ahead for 7 yards up to the 37-yard line. 2:20 to go in a scoreless first quarter. ECU and Pitt. The Panthers will go tempo here, no huddle. Back to throw. Looking. Heinschel in and out of the hands. Had a dig route going at the 45 of the Pirates. Diving for it, unable to come up with it. Blue Hicks, sophomore out of Miami, former Louisville Cardinal. Incomplete. Looked like a pretty good throw.
Yeah, Hicks was open, but Preston Carr did a really good job of pushing the center back into Heinschel, force a kind of preemptive throw. That was a little bit errant.
Heinschel's first pass attempt. 0 for 1 now after 7 rush numbers overall, counting the sack totals. 2nd down and 10, though. Reload from the 37. Panthers with the ball. Fake to Turner. Heinschel, the quarterback, will keep it. Pays for it, though. Gets hit at the 44-yard line. He's pointing to his helmet like he might have had head-to-head contact. No call there. Robinson, Josiah Robinson, the senior out of Ohio, helping to make the tackle. Keeps it 3rd and medium coming up. 3rd down and 4 now.
Yeah, Pitt obviously saw something in film where they think they can have some big explosive plays on the ground. If they've given a lot of run games today, Turner's had about 5 touches already and another quarterback run there. So they obviously are seeing something that they like, at least in our defensive line and linebackers.
Good chance to hold them here. This time a little contact of the mesh point. They finally do connect it. Now Poppy Williams has it. Tiptoes down the left sideline, picks up the first down, needed the 47. Looks like he got the 48-yard line there. Kind of bobbled it on the mesh point with the fake handoff. Heinschel kind of got it stuck in his hand for a moment there, but able to complete the pass.
Good play design by Pitt, stretching out that Pirate defense.
Approaching the final minute of a scoreless first quarter at the Military Bowl in Annapolis. Look to the sidelines. Plenty of time on the play clock. Down to 8. Heinschel will hand it. This time contact in the backfield. Spinning out of it, though, and getting up to the 49-yard line. Able to get just a couple of yards there. Looked like it wasn't going to go anywhere, but just a little bit for Justin Cook. Player that's a senior, but hasn't seen much action this year.
I'll tell you, Sam Danka, he hit that gap. He's been a solid player this season for the Pirate defense.
2nd and 9 after a gain of 1. Stepping up, climbing the line. That ball is batted at the line of scrimmage. Zion Wilson sticks his hand up, knocks it down. They had pressure coming from him and Roseboro right up the middle. 3rd down and 9 coming up.
I thought Zion was a sack monster, not the hitting the ball, almost picking the ball off monster. I mean, he's done it all this year. I mean, a senior this came from the bottom of the depth chart all the way up to the top all-conference guy. So he's just everywhere.
That's one of those things I love to see. Defensive linemen that might be out of the play, but they don't give up on it. They get their hands up, be proactive, try to bat down a ball. Good action by Zion there.
Pitt with 3rd and 9 at their own 49. A loaded box. They'll bring 4, drop 2, swing pass, near side. Turner at the 50, a stutter step at the 45, does not get the first down. He'll be tackled at the 43, about 2 yards short of a first down. So they'll bring along 4th and about 2 as they'll let the final 5 seconds tick off here in the opening quarter in Annapolis. They have the offense still on the field. We'll see if they continue that way. More than likely they will when we begin the second quarter in the Go Bowling Military Bowl. ECU nothing, Pitt nothing on the ECU Sports Network.
Getting back to your best starts with better orthopedic and sports medicine care at ECU Health.
I'm back on the court after my knee surgery. My legs are strong, and so is my game.
Here, you've got the support of an entire team of highly trained surgeons, backed by the most advanced technologies and robotic surgeries.
My surgeon and I made a plan for my hip replacement. Now I'm back in the pool.
We're bringing our best so you can perform your best. Learn more at ecuhealth.org/ortho.
This is attorney Tom Lamb with the Duderman Law Group. When life puts you in a full court press, you need a team that plays to win. As proud partners of ECU Athletics, our legal team will fight for your rights with the same passion you bring to Minges Coliseum. Whether it's an on-the-job injury, a car, truck, or motorcycle accident, or a VA or Social Security disability claim, we'll provide the home court advantage you need. For more information, Google Duderman Law Group and go Pirates.
Looking for your next adventure? Discover Greenville, North Carolina, where small-town charm meets big city energy. Stroll through vibrant downtown Greenville, indulge in mouth-watering local eats, and soak in the natural beauty of our parks and waterways. Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, meeting, or sports tournament, Greenville, North Carolina has something for everyone. Start planning your experience today at visitgreenvillenc.com. Visit Greenville, North Carolina, and find yourself in good company.
It's time to look at other sports action on this Saturday. Let's check in with the ECU Sports Network Game Day Studio.
Other games going on right now, so we're going to remind you what's happened in the American so far in this bowl season. South Florida got started in the Cure Bowl back on Wednesday the 17th. They fell 24-10 to ODU. NC State topped Memphis 31-7. That was on the 19th in the Gasparilla Bowl. Tulane just couldn't get their feet under them enough in the college football playoff. They fell in Oxford, Mississippi, 41-10 to the Rebels, who were on to the second round of the college football playoff last night. It was all UTSA 57-20 over FIU. Owen McCown threw for 295 and 3 scores. That will do it for your scoreboard update. Next time we will have some live scores for you, but for now we're going to toss it back to Jim Zoki.
We don't have much score here. We have zeros through first quarter. The Pirates did some good things, had some good field position. Defense played well, but unfortunately missed field goal and a 4th and 1 fail inside the 10-yard line, guys. And here we are scoreless, but hey, through one quarter, Pirates hanging in, and as we thought might be the case, led mostly by the defense, keeping things disruptive against this Pitt offense, at least up to this point.
Yeah, defensively, they've been looking good. Offensively, a little disappointing as far as being down within what I would consider a go zone and coming out 3 possessions with 0 points. It's just not the way you want to draw it up. But look, it's 0-0. A lot of football left, and a good opportunity here for Pirate defense to get the ball back on a 4th down.
I think you think about what Coach Harrell said this week. Pretty much our whole defense is intact. The offense is what a lot of questions marks are. I think we've seen that in that first quarter. Our defense playing pretty good, got some stops, turnovers, all that. Offense, you see some daylight and some sunlight. They've had some really good plays, but overall haven't been able to put the points on the board, which is what they'll be trying to do, I know, this quarter for the rest of the game. So hopefully we'll be able to see that.
We begin this quarter with some drama. Pitt going for it on 4th and 3 at the 44. Heinzel back to throw. Broken up at the 40-yard line. Stepping in is Day Wilson to break it up. Pass intended for Kenny Johnson between the hash marks, and the Pirates hold on 4th down.
And that was a dangerous throw, too. That could have been picked off by Day. Heinzel had plenty of time to look downfield, and it looked like he was kind of stuttering stepping, felt nervous back there, and kind of rushed that throw. Big turnover. there for a good opportunity on fourth down there for the Pirates to get the ball back.
Not just an interception, but that was a hospital ball. You could have got Kenny pretty hurt there, man. That was a dangerous pass.
So good field position. Pirates begin this drive at their 44-yard line, bring orbit motion with Mangrum. Swing pass his way, still in the backfield. Tries to cut up, but met at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there. A lot of, again, defensive chaos along the line there to get in the way. Shadarian Harrison makes the tackle, but I will say in this matchup, the Pitt front four, front five, if you will, at times, is kind of winning a lot of these matchups.
Yeah, they are. But on that one, John Raiders needs to have a better block on the perimeter. You leave your running back with one-on-one, you might have a better option.
Good a look and takes a swing option through the hands of Marlon Gunn. A lot of fire on that one. Incomplete in the backfield at the 41-yard line. A little bit high, but catchable for Gunn, but had some velocity on it.
Yeah, a little strong to the flat there. It was well covered. Gunn would have had an opportunity there to get a couple yards, but maybe not much more there.
Pirates quickly into a 3rd and 10 now. See if they can keep this series alive. It's a box of 6 Panthers. They're going to keep them all in there. To handoff around the right side of the opening. Marlon Gunn gets to 10 yards. Across the 50, down to the 46-yard line. They were loaded in the interior of that defensive line, and the Pirates took it around the right edge. You've got what looks like a first down.
Great blocking up front on that right side of the offensive line for Marlon to be able to get a good push out of the backfield. And he's just been an anchor for this defense all season long, churning up yards with those big legs. Great effort.
Marlon Gunn's usually that guy you want to send right up the middle, but that time in the outside zone to the boundary coming our way, you were able to show him that speed, but then at the end of the run, be able to show that physicality and push forward for another 2 yards for a first down. So that's Marlon Gunn run for you if there's anything you would want to call that.
That's a running backs coach calling the plays. Rodney Freeman there. They do a lot of inside zone for the bulk of the games during the year, but as Maceo said, the outside zone run there was good. They're tending to Nick James. Junior is walking off the field, former Indiana Hoosier. But he is walking under his own power over to the Pitt sideline now. Should mention returning earlier was Braylon Lovelace, who left the game for the Panthers as well. He's been back. Walked off with a lower leg injury. Big gain of 10, though, for Marlon Gunn, who has been terrific on the season. 5.7 yards per carry for the senior out of Florida. 532 yards coming in. 1st and 10 into Panthers territory. Go the Pirates now early in the second quarter of a scoreless game. Starts left, cuts middle. Marlon Gunn lowers the boom, brings it down to the 42, picks up 4.
Yeah, that's more of what we're used to with Marlon, just churning up yardage right in the middle, kind of wearing down the defense. You think about Derrick Henry's of the world. Defenses don't want to sustain that throughout a whole game.
Landed again to the left side, and Gunn gets through the first wave, picks his way across another tackler or two, and picks up a first down to the 35-yard line with a gain of 6 more.
These are 3 straight outside zone plays in a row with Marlon Gunn. And you give a 2-way go, you can hit it outside, cut it up the middle. You have the blockers there, and he's just bruising them. I mean, point of contact, he's winning in a row. And you see him just calling to the sideline, give me the ball again. And Marlon Gunn's definitely stepping up for his last.
for 11 yards so far, so the Pirates have done a good job. This is a pass-heavy team. They really have not run the ball that well during the regular season anyway for Pitt.
Well, they definitely come out and ran it a lot against us so far in the game and haven't really went out to those receivers yet who we know are explosive. So it probably will change here soon.
Yeah, Turner's been a problem. This time he'll release late. Pressure's coming. Flung back to the 10-yard line. And the third quarterback sack for ECU. Josiah Robinson getting there and ragdolling the quarterback, Mason Heinschel.
He just absolutely beat the left tackle man to man. Here's the sack to give back. Food Line Feeds just donated another 1,000 meals to feed our neighbors in need right here in Greenville. Keep cheering on the quarterback sacks to help us give back.
4.5 on the season now for Josiah Robinson. Tight formation in the backfield on 2nd and 18. And Chill steps up, he dumps it off to the 20, a lot of running room. 25-30, weaving up to the 40-yard line. Malachi Thomas, the tight end, releasing late. Initially a blocker there. Pirates defense didn't keep track of him. That's a big gainer.
Yeah, the Panthers have 3 really good tight ends that they incorporate in this offense. The Pirates there in a frenzy to get another sack. A lot of players in the backfield, but no one leaked out with the tight end, leaving them wide open for Heichel.
32-yard catch and run. Malachi Thomas, just his 12th catch of the year. Fresh set of downs and a handoff over the left side. Turner weaving his way across the 45 to the 50 into Pirates territory down near the ECU 40-yard line. Picked up 20 more.
You see some of that playmaking ability by Turner. He gets in space. He's very dangerous.
And goes by the nickname Boozy. Takes it again to the right side. Started center. Makes a man miss. Still going and gets low to the ground. Picks up 8 yards down to the Pirate 32-yard line.
Yeah, people think the big bruising guys are the hard ones to tackle, the one you guys don't want to get in front of. But a guy like Turner who can make you miss and still has that speed and explosiveness to get some yardage down the field, that's tough. And we've definitely seen him get active so far in this game, and they're definitely giving the ball. So he's got to be a guy that we want to cross off the list and take him out of the game.
Yeah, as Georgia Tech, Boozy went for 201 yards against them in that victory at that time 16th ranked Yellow Jackets. 2nd and 2, Pitt at the Pirate 32-yard line. ECU up 3-0. 9:17 to play, second quarter. Back to throw, pressure coming again. Heinschel steps out of it, throws, unloads, and incomplete. Broken up by Day Wilson at the 29-yard line. Again, looking for the tight end, Justin Holmes, I should say, that time incomplete. So good job downfield by the linebacker, Day Wilson, to stay with the tight end.
Great effort by Zon Wilson up the middle to be able to get a push and actually nip the heels of Heinschel and force him to the outside of the tackle space and be able to force a late throw to his receiver that just couldn't bring it in. Zion Wilson, some good work here early.
This is 3rd and 2 at the Pirates' 30-yard line. You got to feel like it's 4-down territory because of the down and distance and a field goal kicker whose long is 47 this year. It will be a handoff. Williams takes it near the first down marker. Short, though, at the 31-yard line. Caleb Williams, sophomore out of Pitt, needed 2, got 1. So here we go. 4th and 1 coming up.
They're staying on the field.
Yeah, you would expect that here. It'd be about a 49-yard field goal. Their kicker is second team All-ACC, but not the strongest of legs. And Caleb Williams will remain the tailback. He will take it, and he gets hit and dropped short of the 30-yard line. Did not get it. Pirates hold again the 3rd time on 4th down. They have been up to the task as Tegan Wilk came up from his safety position to help with the contact and turn the ball over on downs.
Sometimes these bigger schools like this, man, they think they can just run on teams like ECU Group of 5 programs, but our D-line linebackers weren't having it.
Another stop on 4th down, and somewhere in the stadium, Blake Harrell just let out a hell yeah. 8:35 to go in the second quarter with the Pirates leading the Panthers 3-0 on the ECU Sports Network.
Pirate Nation, when the game of life gets rough, don't let pain take you out. Worth Chiropractic has your back, literally. With 2 convenient locations right here in Greenville, we're proud partners of ECU Athletics, making sure Pirates stay strong on and off the field. Whether it's sports injuries or car accidents, our expert team will get you back in the game. Call 1-800-BACK-TALK today. That's 1-800-BACK-TALK. Worth Chiropractic. Get back to being you.
Discover the outdoors at Wildwood Park. Located on Blue Heron Drive in Greenville, this is your go-to spot for fun. With over 7 miles of trails, mountain biking, fishing, picnic spots, and 2 playgrounds, there's something for everyone. Find your escape, whether it's a quiet adventure or high-energy family fun. For more information, call 252-329-4576.
Every Pirate needs a bank, and Town Bank has the entire field covered. From business and retail banking to loans and mortgages and insurance, Town Bank and our family of companies can be your winning financial team today. Town Bank, serving others, enriching lives. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 512138. Insurance products offered through Town Insurance are not a deposit, not FDIC insured, and not guaranteed by Town Bank.
Download the Royal Farms app today and start earning loyalty points. New ROFO Rewards members will get a free any size coffee for signing up. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
Pirates defense has been really good when it matters. When the chips are down in this game, they have held on 4th down, coming away with some big plays. And this one happens near the Pirate 30-yard line, so not the excellent field position they benefited from earlier in the game. But Chastendita and company with a 3-0 lead, 8:35 to go in the first quarter. Haven't had a Mike Wright sighting yet.
No.
So no Chastendita so far.
Pirates got to keep applying pressure. You know, they're just obviously disrupting Pitt's game plan. There's probably a little bit of frenzy over there on the sideline, on the Pitt sideline. The Pirates got to keep the pressure up.
87 yards for ECU, 77 for Pitt. Did a 5 of 12 passing. Will hand it off up the middle, forward, and then shove back up to the 33-yard line goes Engelman. Came into the game with 282 yards, redshirt freshman out of Atlanta. 1 touchdown, 5.3 per carry. And again, no London Montgomery. Into the portal. Orbit formation for Spalding. Run to the left side. Cuts it back in at the 35. Digs his way up to the 37-yard line. Got 3 more. Got another Pitt player sitting up.
For an injury to a defense.
Tell you, the Pirates have been physical. A lot of Pitt Panthers ending up on the turf.
Well, they tend to the player, and that player is Cruz Brookins, their strong safety. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station ID on the ECU Sports Network. Cruz Brookins up and walking to the Panthers bench. As we look across the field, Andrew, we see kids rolling down the hill. Last year, there's a couple of cardboard sleds that are out there as well. Not as mucky and slippery as it was last year with the rain here in Annapolis.
Yeah, and 2 years ago when the Pirates were here, it was a warm day, and the grass was green. Now it's just kind of brown dirt.
I'll tell you what, a lot of these moms, when they get home, they're going to be watering them off in the driveway. They're not going to let them come in that house with those clothes on.
This is a cool stadium. We're down on the field before the game. It's just a lot of history here, but just a really good atmosphere for college football.
Yeah, great host, Annapolis, great town. They'll go spread and then did a try to run, but he runs into a brick wall. Does not get back to the line of scrimmage. Needed 4 on 3rd down. He's going to lose a couple, and the Pirates going to have 4th down coming up in a punting situation.
Yeah, with a freshman quarterback, you're going to have growing pains. That was a design keeper, but Pitt was all over it. Their front 3 got big pressure in the backfield. There's nowhere for Dida to go.
So Halloran is on to punt. We had Levy earlier. He must have been the short yardage punter because he only punted at 26 yards. Inside the 20, though, to the 15. But O'Halloran's been handling it second half of the season, averaging 42.5 yards per punt. From the 20, gets it away. Not a great one. Low liner.
Drop throw at the 35-yard line. Let's see who got it. In and out of the hands as soon as it was hitting the returner, was muffed. Pirates feel positive about it. We'll wait for the official indication, though. Pirates ball at the Pitt 35-yard line. Jackson Barker comes out of the pile with the football.
I always say the toughest job on the field is to be a punt returner. And on that punt, O'Halloran, it was not a pretty punt by any means. It was short, and that return man had to come in to be able to retrieve it. And he just took his eye off the ball. It bounced off his chest, and the Pirates did a great job covering downfield and having the opportunity to jump on the ball.
Officiating crew with
During
Luke
the
Richmond.
kick, holding, receiving team. That penalty is declined. The ruling on the field was the kick was muffed and recovered by East Carolina. It'll be first down, East Carolina.
The Pirates special teams joining the party now with a big takeaway there. As Span, the returner, muffs it, drops about chest high, hit his shoulder pads, dropped to the ground, unable to return it. They've used Kenny Johnson a lot this year, but they've not been using him as a kicker punt returner today, and that time it hurt them.
If you're a punt returner, the job is to field the ball. It isn't to necessarily get a return. And that time, you might be thinking you have room to return the ball, but the biggest thing is to catch that ball. And it ended up working out for the Pirates on this play.
Second takeaway by the Pirates in the game.
Mike Wright.
It's about that time, so we thought we'd see at some point, not knowing when.
Officials timeout. Fix the chains.
I harken back to Steve Logan era. We always used to call it sudden change. You'd always have plays designed after a turnover or after a pick or after a muff scenario. You've got the defense reeling. They're coming off the bench unexpectedly. It's a good opportunity to take a shot.
Yeah, it's kind of a standard. And we'll see with Mike Wright, he has thrown at Vanderbilt in particular, not so much at Northwestern, but he has had some seasons where he did get the opportunity to throw the ball more than he did there. Here, he's only thrown it 7 times, 3 out of 7, 13 yards in the times he's done it. He's run it more, 18 rushing attempts, 74 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's got 6 receptions, 39 yards. It's been Chasten Ditta up until this point, but we figure we'll see both today. Mike Wright, who got an equipment truck named after him this week, is ready to take over here from the 36-yard line. 2-by-1 receivers right to left. Pirates up 3-0, 7:03 to go, second quarter. They'll go empty backfield. Wright will do a quarterback draw and mitt around the neck and dropped at the 40. Will lose 3 yards. Just excellent penetration. We talked about their great linebacking crew. Rasheem Biles, second team all ACC player, to loss of 3. Got him there.
Pitt's defense probably, when you see Mike Wright down there, the Pitt defense is probably just thinking automatic run or some type of trick play. So you probably want to show something different if your offensive coordinator just calling the plays from Mike Wright.
Now from the 40. Hand it off and try to run wide. Penalty flag coming down. Stops again short of the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1 at the 41-yard line. And the penalty flag probably doesn't bode well either for ECU. It's going to be holding against the Pirates. See if they take that or the down.
Yeah, for the Pirates with a great opportunity there with that muff. This offense has been going backwards.
Holding. Offense. Number 75. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Second penalty on Kyle Long today.
You don't want to question play calling, but the three last plays. The last one that forced the punt with the Ditta keeper, and then coming back with the exact same keeper with Mike Wright. And then that mesh rush. Just too much going on in little spaces. Got to work the ball down the field.
And with that holding back to the 50, so they go to the throwing quarterback, Chasten Ditta, on 2nd and 24. Looking left, pressure coming, rolls out of it to the right side, looking downfield as he scrambles, throws down the right side, overthrown, incomplete, and out of bounds. Down near the 20-yard line, Dylan Lorick was down there, but essentially Ditta just had to unload it, so they'll have to reload with 3rd and 24 now from midfield coming up.
Yeah, not a lot of options for Ditta downfield. Good coverage by Pitt defense.
Best case scenario you would think realistically would be to get back into field goal range. Give Nick Mazey another try with favorable wind to his back on this side of the field. Good news is the Pirates will have that for the fourth quarter too.
You don't want to force anything here, Jim. You don't want to force a turnover, give Pitt good field position. If nothing's there, punt the ball away, pin them deep.
Probably need at least 15 for field goal range. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. Engelman hit from behind, dropped at the 44-yard line, got 6 yards, and not nearly enough for a first down. So 4th and 18 coming up. You would think you would try to punt and back them up here. And that's what they're going to do is they'll bring Levy in for a second time now to punt the ball away. Try to back up Pitt with a 3-0 lead. It has been a defensive struggle of a game. 5.5 minutes to go here before halftime.
The long distance kind of takes out maybe a punt fake.
Now Kenny Johnson in as a punt returner. Number 2 is back. There's Levy gets an end-over-end punt away, angles it to the near side, does well inside the 10 and down by Mangrum at the 6-yard line. Well played. Short game punt by Levy there, and it's well executed by special teams again for the Pirates. 5:14 to go in the second quarter in the Military Bowl. Pirates with the lead over the Pitt Panthers, 3-0 on the ECU Sports Network.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Getting back to your best starts with better orthopedic and sports medicine care at ECU Health.
I'm back on the court after my knee surgery. My legs are strong, and so is my game.
Here, you've got the support of an entire team of highly trained surgeons, backed by the most advanced technologies and robotic surgeries.
My surgeon and I made a plan for my hip replacement. Now I'm back in the pool.
We're bringing our best so you can perform your best. Learn more at ecuhealth.org/ortho.
Here in the Pirate Nation, we gather as one. And one of the best parts of our pirate pride is the time we spend together. And more often than not, when pirates gather, Bojangles is a part of our celebrations. From the turf to the diamond to the court, Bojangles is part of who we are. Yep, it's easy to recognize that Bojangles and ECU Athletics are a perfect pair. So the next time you plan a get-together, pick up some Bojangles, chicken, biscuits, fixins, and legendary iced tea. Hey, pirate fans, it's Bo time. Pirate fans, when storms hit or disasters strike, Greenville Serve Pro is faster to any size disaster, fire, water, or storm damage like it never even happened. Call Greenville Serve Pro today.
Got a good baseball game going here, 3-0. Pirates lead the Panthers, 5:14 to go in the Military Bowl. And as the score would indicate, led by the ECU defense in this game. So far, they've held Pitt to 77 yards, got a couple of fourth down stops in this game. 1 of 4 on third down, so in those situations, 1 of 6 overall. Ryan Levy's punt before the break downed at the 7-yard line of the Pitt Panthers, who have the ball coming out of the timeout here. And Mason Heinschel, their excellent freshman quarterback, has been held to 37 yards passing, 3 of 7 so far. Biggest problem has been Ja'Kirian Turner, their freshman running back, those 7 carries, 56 yards in the game.
Yeah, like we talked about a couple possessions ago, that this part, they're clearly disrupting this Pitt game plan. They've got to continue to apply pressure. Don't take the foot off the pedal defensively. They're taking their shots with blitz packages and having a lot of success with it.
3 sacks, 2 takeaways, counting a special teams takeaway. Sweet Turner, and there he goes again, around the 5 to the 10, spun down and still on his feet at the 20 and brought down at the 19-yard line. He is quick and in no time at all picked up a first down there, running for 12 yards.
Zion Wilson, good effort downfield, be able to get him from behind.
3 along the defensive line for ECU. So run off the left side. This time Metten splattered down at the 22-yard line. DJ Johnson in there, got safety help from Aiden Duncanson. They were ready for that one, geared up for the run. JoJo Jean will pop out, and now KJ Merrill in at the nickel spot. Defensive line switches out. second and let's call it 7. Gain of 3. Stack receivers left at the hash marks. Heinzel back to throw. Looking middle. Dumps it off. Completed. Met and dropped at the 27-yard line. As soon as it was caught, Day Wilson right there once again to obliterate the running back Cook and keep it to a short gain.
Again, really good effort by the perimeter defense of the Pirates to be able to force that. Heinzel came back to about his third or fourth option.
Handed off Cook, and here he is, grabbed and thrown down by Preston Carr. Short of the first down on 3rd and 1. No gain, and let's see what the Panthers do. You'd think from that field position they'd want to punt it away, and they will.
Preston Carr, really good job getting up the field, staying in the play, and getting the runner down.
Another tackle for loss for this Pirate defense. Clock running at 3:20 to go before halftime. Pirates up 3-0 over the Pitt Panthers. 4th and 1. They will punt. Punt is away. Fair catch signal for. It's going to hit and drop, though, at the 40, and the Pirates will let the Panthers down at there. Peyton Mangrum was 5 yards further downfield. Ball never got to him, though. So this is good field position coming up for ECU. Time on the clock. 3:05 to go. Got 2 of their 3 timeouts to work with in the 2-minute timeout. So see what Chasten Ditta and crew can do. Ditta so far in this game, 5 of 13, 46 yards passing. Pirates have 46 yards on the ground.
Yeah, with a freshman quarterback, you don't want to take a lot of chances, and that's kind of what we've seen. Take your shots when you have it.
And he will hand it off. 2 hands around the football. Running up the right side, pick it up just 2 yards. Is Marlon Gunn, got to the 42-yard line.
One focus of Blake Carroll ahead of this week was really to try to eat the clock as much as they could and keep that clock moving.
Seeing the forensic tempo, they will go no huddle here. The RPO looking, downfield pressure coming, did a backpedaling, rolling out to the right side, and he tripped up and dropped inside the 40. See where they mark him down back at the 37-yard line. He's going to lose 5 yards. Another Pitt Panther down and injured right now. But again, the Pirates off schedule here with 3rd and long coming up.
Yeah, if it hasn't been an RPO or some type of quick pass for Ditta in the backfield, he really hasn't had much time to look down and make his correct reads and everything. We've seen him scramble a couple of times today. So I think he just needs one more second and a half for him to just be able to feel comfortable back there in the pocket, execute and make it just a good decision back there and get one of our playmakers the ball.
You got to see some of that athleticism for Rasheem Biles, their linebacker, tracking Ditta down all the way from the far side of the field. Biles is a player for this Pitt defense. Played 9 games, but still racked up 85 tackles, 2 picks, 2.5 sacks. Heck of a player.
Just the 3.5 sack of his season, but he's our leading tackler, second-team All-ACC player. And 2 sacks in this game now for the Pitt defense. ECU with 3 sacks. Got 3rd and 13, though, coming up now as the Pirates going backwards again. Would you say their net average was over the last couple drives?
Minus 5 yards.
So this drive.
This one's going backwards, too.
Yeah, minus 3 so far on this. So far, 3rd and 13 from their own 37. Clock starts to roll at 2:20 to go. Second quarter. Pirates with a 3-0 lead. And they could actually run this down to the 2-minute timeout if they wanted to. They bring Spalding in motion. And looks like they are going to let the play clock, actually the quarter clock, run down to the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time on the play clock. So we're at the 2-minute warning here. We'll see what they have after this quick scoreboard update from Philip Pilkington back at the ECU Sports Network studios.
It's time to look at other sports action on this Saturday. Let's check in with the ECU Sports Network Game Day Studio.
If you're tuning in to us from Annapolis and you're chilly, just realize it's 27 degrees and feels like 18 in the Bronx, New York, where the Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl is underway. Clemson coming in on a 4-game win streak. Penn State coming in on a 3-game win streak. Clemson gets the ball to start the contest. They go 3 and out. They had a fake punt called. I think the gunner did not realize he was supposed to be running a pass pattern. As the punter threw the ball down the field, he was not looking for it at all. Then when it bounced and touched touched the returner, he dove on it as if he was picking up a live football. This obviously resulted in an incomplete pass and a turnover on downs. Now the Nittany Lions have the ball inside the red zone. It will be 2nd down and 3 coming up from the plus 12-yard line. 12 minutes to go in that contest in the first quarter right now. Still no score, but Nittany Lions, well, you can't even say driving, but they have picked up 1 first down thanks to a tush push since getting that turnover on downs on the botched fake punt. That will do it for our scoreboard update. When we talk to you throughout the day, there will be more and more games going on, but now we're going to toss it back to Jim Szoke for the final 2 minutes of the first half between East Carolina and Pittsburgh and the Go Bowling Military Bowl.
Thank you, Philip. And our friend Bill Hillgrove is the voice of the Pitt Panthers. We were talking this week and in the pregame show with him, longtime Pittsburgh Steelers voice till a couple years ago, and close to, I think, 40 years with the Pitt Panthers. Said the last thing he wants is a pinstripe bowl, not only because of the weather, it's a baseball stadium, and the booth is like that. It's nowhere near the football field as far as the dimensions go in there.
Yeah, I guess we're spoiled in that regard.
This is nice setting here in Annapolis. The weather's better, too. Don't have snow coming down here. And good Pirate turnout, Maceo. Got a lot of purple in the stands here. We saw them on the streets of Annapolis last night. Won yet another tailgate today, so that record remains intact.
Yeah, we're winning all those. ECU wins all those every single year, every single game. But there was a lot of fans here just yesterday walking the town in Annapolis, and I know a lot of people were also in DC as well. So they're here showing out, seeing it on social media, and you know, you like bowl games like this where fans are able to come and show up, not be too long of a trip, or you know, you'd want to go to Hawaii, but all the fans won't be able to make it to Hawaii. So this is the kind of game that you'd want. Close game for both fan bases, and I see a lot of Pirates and purple and gold in the stands right below us.
Well, I like the matchup against ACC teams. You know, I like for the Pirates, any scenario that they could match up with an ACC team, good caliber ACC. That's what I love. I always feel like the Pirates have always matched up well with ACC teams. It's no different here with Pittsburgh. You know, even with a depleted offensive side of the ball and missing a couple coaches, you know, it's still a pretty good matchup.
And the Pirates with the lead, 3-0. If we come out of the 2-minute timeout, Pirates ball 3rd and 13 at their own 37-yard line. Pressure coming up the middle. Going to hand it off. Gunn coming near side. Penalty flag down. And that's going to be a holding call, but they probably don't need it as he runs around the 40, out of bounds at the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th and long coming up. So you expect Pitt to decline this, what looks to be a holding penalty.
Might take a penalty.
Holding. Offense. Number 55. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Would have brought 4th down along, but
yeah, they would have gone 4th down. It would have been a little bit of a go zone for the Pirate offense, but this puts it 3rd and 20?
No. 4th and 8 from your own side of the 40. I'm kind of surprised Pat Narduzzi would take that. Getting the ball back in your hands. Not that the Pirates will get too risky, I wouldn't think, on 3rd and 23. 1:55 to go now. So they hand it off there. And they'll hand it off here. Gunn steps back, gets met and pushed back at the 30-yard line. So only able to pick up 3 yards. Pitt's got 2 timeouts. Looks like they'll use one here. Clock stopped at 1:47.
Yeah, Jim, I've been tracking the last 3 drives, and Pirates are negative 14 yards total in their last 3 drives. They just cannot get anything going. The Pitt defensive line has shown a lot of strength on those inside zones that we were seeing success earlier. I think the Pirates probably want to get to halftime, make some adjustments offensively, but Pitt has definitely flexed their defensive muscles here in the last 3 drives.
Not only do you have a freshman quarterback in Chasten Ditta, but Maceo, the pressure that the Pitt Panthers defense has applied up front has made it difficult as far as just getting him off his mark and getting hands in his face too.
Yeah, absolutely. We have guys new all over the field, obviously Ditta, but also Rodney Freeman is calling plays, and he's the running backs coach as well. So we've seen a lot of run game action today, trying to get outside, and maybe the mid-3rd down, you throw the ball, but I think second half, you're probably going to want to open it up a little bit more and just see what Ditta can do. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try.
Thomas O'Halloran will punt it away from the Pirates' 16-yard line is where he is standing. Good leg into it, backpedaling, and Johnson has to fall back and pick it up at the 22-yard line. I think the wind took that further than he was anticipating as he signaled fair catch and then had to dive for it at the last minute to mark him at the 23.
Yeah, that was a good punt. Good effort by O'Halloran there.
And averaging 42.5 on the season coming in. So the Pirates defense will be called upon once again here with 1:40 to go up, and the Pirates nursing a 3-0 lead in the Go Bowling Military Bowl. So far, the Pirates have held Pitt to under 100 yards, 98 yards for Pitt, 93 for ECU. The shotgun. Heinzel's climbing the pocket, throwing it, intercepted and dropped. Oh, it went right through Sam Danka. And then it was dropped by the receiver, Blue Hicks. They both dropped it. In the case of Hicks, it was because his vision was certainly altered. It looked like Danka had that dead to rights.
Danka dropped in coverage and was in perfect position to pick this off. And it just went right through his hands. That easily could have possibly, with his speed, could have been a pick six.
That would have been a game changer there. Now he is mugging as a linebacker on the interior. 4 down lineman. They'll hand it off. And once again, a good run, this time by Cooks as he takes it across the 30. You got a first down up to the 36-yard line. Justin Cook able to get a good carry there. 1:28 to go, so the Panthers keep it on the ground. This time they'll look to throw. Heinzel's going to swing the pass to the far side. It's Cook, the running back. Met at the 34. He knocked out of bounds there. So that's going to be a completion, but a negative play. As KJ Merrill comes over to the sideline and pushes him out of bounds.
Good job by KJ there, covering the perimeter. They wanted to get it to the flat and be able to stretch that out. KJ with a good effort there.
If he didn't get him, Duncanson was there as well. So 2nd down and 12 coming up now for Pitt. Pirates defense has been the story for most of this game. Pirates offense, though, not able to capitalize in a big way in a 3-0 game. But they also have not made the mistakes either. There's a stunt up front. It's been an out pattern throw. That's going to be broken up, incomplete, tipped at the 45-yard line. JoJo Jean dropping in coverage, gets in front of Blue Hicks, taps it away with the right hand. 3rd and 12 coming up.
Blue Hicks, dangerous receiver. JoJo was able to carry him out in the flat and be able to get a hand up and bat that down. Good coverage.
You hear Pirate Nation getting loud. The Pirate players on the sidelines jumping up and down, trying to get off the field once again with 1:13 to go in the second quarter. 3rd down and 12. Pitt at their own 34-yard line. Heinzel throws, dump off. Poppy Williams running near side at the 40, pushed out of bounds. It looks like right around the first down marker. Needs the 46, but I think they got him at the 45. A yard short. Looks like the Pitt offense, though, is on the field still. They do have a timeout left.
It's a big decision here.
Looks like they're going to go for it. Be a big get for the Pirates defense if they could do it once again. Shotgun formation. Will be a handoff, pushing and looking like they got across the 46 and up to the 47-yard line. Pirates were right there defensively, but just good offensive line push. Got Turner the yard plus 1 he needed up to the 47-yard line. Under a minute to go now. In the second quarter, Heinzel looking downfield, going to throw, got deep slant is complete to the tight end inside the 35. Catch and run by Justin Holmes. Senior, former Marshall Thundering Herd player, picks up 17 down to the 30-yard line.
Pirates making some wholesale changes. Defense looking gassed.
Watch the clock run. Inside of 40 seconds now. But from the 30 in field goal range, and it looks like the Pirates will take a timeout.
Yeah, they had some personnel, a little bit of confusion there on the sideline. They were trying to do a mass substitution, get some of those tired legs off the field. Had a corner that was late on the field, and Blake was not happy, so he called a burn a timeout there.
Yep, Blake Harrell is defensive coordinator / head coach, of course. 34 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, if you're ECU there, you're probably wishing for a little bit cleaner substitutions. I know they saw Pitt guys getting off the field, so they gave us an opportunity to get on the field and take some clock away. I think it took about 20 seconds off the clock, and if we didn't call that timeout there, had our ducks in a row, it still would have been the clock ticking for Pitt now. So Pitt's going to have another opportunity with one timeout, 34 seconds left to potentially get some points on the board.
They're in Trey Bukowski field goal range right now. Freshman out of Orlando, a second-team All-ACC this year, though. Doesn't have the strongest leg, and there is some wind out there, but see if the Pirates can keep them in check here with first down and 10 from the 30. 3-0 Pirates, lead pressure up the middle. Sidestepping now is Heinschel in trouble to throw it away over the Pirates bench and out of bounds. He was out of the tackle box, but threw it beyond the line of scrimmage and out of bounds. Stops the clock with 27 seconds to go in the first half.
Pirates with great pressure there. That was really dangerous for Pitt. Heinschel did a heads-up job there, getting rid of the football. That would have been a big loss and would have forced them out of field goal position in that part of the field. 27 seconds left.
Instead, second down and 10. 2-by-1 receivers right to left. Heinschel shotgun. Clap of the hands. Will hand it off. And once again, shifting and moving as Turner gets inside the 25. Picked up 7 down to the ECU 23-yard line. So into safer field goal range now for Bukowski. 10 seconds to go before halftime. It's a throw. He's going to be throwing it deep on the fade down the right side and into the end zone and a touchdown as he took the deep shot downfield, found Poppy Williams, and he wins the matchup on a corner fade. And Pitt, with just seconds remaining in the first half, will take the lead with 4 seconds left on the clock in the first half.
I think everyone's been waiting for them to take a shot like that to one of their speedy receivers. And Pitt finally did it in kind of a situation where you weren't expecting it on a put down where you thought they were just going for the 3 points. So big play by Pitt. ECU sure wish they had that one back.
First big mistake of the game for the Pirates defense as they're about to force at least a field goal try, but instead the touchdown, which is being looked at, make sure the catch was secured, and it was, and now the point after try.
Heinschel saw that one-on-one coverage on the outside, got him to the line of scrimmage quickly. With the clock moving, such a big throw.
Now Bukowski on for the point after try. Up and good, a 22-yard touchdown caps a 10-play, 77-yard drive for Pitt. Eats up all but 4 seconds of the clock, and they'll take a 7-3 lead here. And likely into the halftime locker room as well. So very much, guys, anybody's contest right there, but you're pitching a shutout in the first half. That was a really good throw. Great over-the-shoulder catch by Poppy Williams, one of their top receivers. And they got a matchup with the safety there. And young Aiden Duncanson, the sophomore, is a backup player this year for the Pirates, and they got the matchup they wanted.
Yeah, Heinschel saw that at the line of scrimmage, and I thought it was a little dicey with the clock moving that he would take that shot. You know, obviously a little bit of time, maybe had 3 or 4 seconds left had he not completed it for the field goal, but heady play by Heinschel there to recognize the coverage and take the shot and deliver a big throw to a wide receiver that, to be honest with you, I've watched him on film, and he looks like an NFL. Poppy Williams looks like an NFL caliber player. He's really good on his route running. He's just a little undersized for the NFL, but exceptional wide receiver, no doubt.
Yeah, Poppy Williams and Kenny Johnson, they kind of pop on tape if you're thinking about the Pitt outside guys, the receivers that are go downfield and make some plays. But this has been teach tape for just a 2-minute drive, how to execute and go down and get a touchdown, leaving no time for ECU to do anything else. So very impressive.
The Pooch kickoff will be a fair catch at the 18-yard line. But again, the Pirates inside their own 20. And with a freshman quarterback, 4 seconds to go, we're likely just to take a knee here, take it into the locker room. A little bit disappointed with how it ended in the first half, but anybody's ball game. 7-3 our score here in the Military Bowl. And it'll be just that. Chaston Ditto looks like he'll get under center, take a knee, and take it into the locker room here at halftime. If we had Macy O'Donnell on the sideline, we'd get Coach Harrell for him, but probably good move staying up here.
See you after the game, Coach.
Especially in that heated few seconds after a little bit of a defensive letdown there. But all in all, Pirates defense played really well in this first half. They're going to let each team go one by one just to avoid preemptively any kind of interaction, as the Pirates will go into the locker room first, and the Pitt Panthers being held up, they'll go in second with a lead for the Panthers, 7-3. And with that late drive, Pitt now 175 yards of offense after being under 100 prior to that. 92 yards of offense for ECU with freshman quarterback Chaston Ditta, 5 out of 13 for 46 yards. Marlon Gunn, the top rusher, 9 carries, 28 yards. Anthony Smith had a couple of early receptions, 2 grabs for 37 yards. We'll come back here to Annapolis in a moment as halftime begins. We'll listen back to some of the first half highlights, take a deeper look into the first half stats, get you ready for some of the bowl games and scoreboard update with Philip Pilkington. It's halftime at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis. And the Go Bowling Military Bowl, where Pitt leads over ECU 7-3 on the ECU Sports Network.
Craving a cold, refreshing cocktail to enjoy during the game? We thought so. Crack open a can of Club Tales, the OG cocktail in a can. Club Tales is 10% ABV and packed with delicious flavor. Our best-selling Sunny Margarita is now available at East Carolina University athletic events. Hype your game day with Club Tales, proud sponsor of the ECU Pirates. Find your closest cooler at clubtales.com today. That's clubtales.com. And go Pirates!
Executive Personnel Group has proudly served Eastern North Carolina for 26 years, connecting talented people with great local jobs and helping businesses build stronger teams. With 15 branches across the Carolinas, Executive Personnel Group is one of the region's largest staffing firms, delivering personalized, professional staffing solutions in clerical, manufacturing, administrative, and more. This season, Executive Personnel Group is proud to serve as ECU's official postseason sponsor, supporting Pirate Nation as the team heads to the 2025 Go Bowling Military Bowl. It's just another way Executive Personnel Group gives back to the community it calls home. Whether you're a job seeker or an employer, visit executivepersonnelgroup.com. That's executivepersonnelgroup.com. Executive Personnel Group, building better teams and stronger communities. Call them at 252-321-2024.
This is the ECU Sports Network. Welcome to the Pirate Halftime Show. Stats, scores, and keys to the second half are coming up. Now for a recap of the first half, here's the voice of Pirate football, Jim Szoke.
Defensive battle through the first half of the Go Bowling Military Bowl. Pirates led throughout all but 4 seconds of the first half, either tied or in the lead, we should say, never trailed until the closing moments. And a 22-yard touchdown pass to Poppy Williams for Mason Heinschel, and brings us to halftime 7-3. Pitt Panthers with the lead on ECU. Pirates defense did some good things in the first half. 3 sacks. They had a takeaway. They had a special teams takeaway, so 2 takeaways overall in the first half of the game as we listen back to some of the first half calls and highlights from the first half of ECU Pitt. Pitch sweep and bobbled and dropped. Turner doesn't have it. It's dropped inside the 25, and the Pirates come away with it. The left hash mark. Another attempt from Maisie. It's on the way. It's in the air. It's got the distance. It's up, and it is good for Nick Maisie. And Caleb Williams remained the tailback. Will take it, and he gets hit and dropped short of the 30-yard line. Did not get it. Pirates hold again the third time on 4th down from the 20. Gets it away. A great one. Low liner. Drops, though, at the 35-yard line. Let's see who got it. In and out of the hands as soon as it was hitting the returner, was muffed. Pirates feel positive about it. We'll wait for the official indication, though. Pirates ball. Couple takeaways. Got some good defensive pressure up front with the 3 sacks. Everything good except for the closing 10 seconds and that late Poppy Williams. Poppy made the Pirates defense look sloppy on that last play, and they get the 7-3 lead at halftime. But other than that,
defense good, and I guess somewhat, guys, as anticipated, the Pirates offense not functioning at a high level out there. But as far as the eyeball test, I thought, Chaston did some good things out there, connected with Anthony Smith a couple times.
He did early in the game, part of the scripted offense. He looked comfortable. He looked good. Anthony Smith was able to create separation in that early drive. And then as things, kind of got adjusted in that first half, Pitt defense made adjustments and really put pressure on that Pirate offense, closing out their last 4 drives, with not much productivity. And on the flip side, Pitt was able to get into their 2-minute drill. And sometimes we've seen that across the board in the NFL. We've seen it in college. We've seen it with the Pirates. Sometimes offenses are stalling out, not really getting anything going, and you want to get them into something they're comfortable with. And we saw that with Pitt jumping into their 2-minute offense and moving straight down the field and getting 7 points on the Pirates. Maceo, don't know what the answer is here for the Pirate offense in the second half.
I think obviously the script, like you said, and just the entire game plan was to run the ball and to not let Dida beat the team, beat a team himself throwing picks or just making bad decisions. But at some point, I think we come into a game where we definitely have a chance to win. Pitt, I think, is a little taken back on how ECU's playing. And now I think is a time for, if you're the offensive coordinator, if you're Coach Harrell, I think you tell Coach Freeman that, hey, let it loose a little bit more, let Dida see what he can do. I mean, it doesn't hurt anything to try to make some plays, stretch the field a little bit, because if you don't make them think that you're going to stretch the field down, they're just going to play close and just waiting on the run. So I think that's the game plan for the second half on the offensive end for ECU.
Guys, we only saw Mike Wright play 2 snaps at quarterback, and then it became a 2nd and 24 situation with a penalty and a negative yardage play on top of that. To your point, if you're going to open it up and throw it, do you continue mostly with Chaston Dida, or do you work in more Mike Wright, maybe even let Mike Wright have the opportunity to throw the ball a little bit?
I think you stick with Dida, honestly. I mean, I think he gives you the best chance, at least just throwing the ball through the air. Mike Wright, he's just that, jack of all trades, can play receiver, running back. I think if you want to get Mike Wright involved in that way, you definitely should. Throw him out there, receiver. We don't have a guy to just go opposite side of Anthony Smith, at least not a taller, just downfield guy. We have a lot more slot receiver type of bodies, ECU does. So I think that's where you want to see Mike Wright, but Dida's definitely the guy that's got to be out there and taking control of the offense. And I think Dida has shown a lot of good, has had a lot of good reps. He's had some bad ones as well, but he doesn't look nervous to me.
Yeah, I think this whole season, I think Mike Wright wasn't in a position to run the offense the way that Caden Hauser was running the offense. And I think Dida was the next in line to be able to run the offense the way we know it without some of the gadgetry that Mike Wright runs. And so in games like this, I think they're probably, much like we've seen throughout the season, they're probably limited on what they can do with Mike Wright, depending on the game scenario. And they've tried to add him into this game, and it hasn't really been effective at the end of the day. But yeah, they're gonna have to get Chaston Dida. They're gonna have to give him some space and some faith in him being able to run the passing attack, because that's what they're going to need in the second half.
Yeah, Panthers has done a good job getting pressure on Dida back there, in addition to the 2 quarterback sacks. All right, more to come at halftime. 7-3. It's Pitt with the lead on the Pirates from Annapolis. More coming up as we continue on the ECU Sports Network.
Looking for your next adventure? Discover Greenville, North Carolina, where small town charm meets big city energy. Stroll through vibrant downtown Greenville, indulge in mouth-watering local eats, and soak in the natural beauty of our parks and waterways. Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, meeting, or sports tournament, Greenville, North Carolina has something for everyone. Start planning your experience today at visitgreenvillenc.com. Visit Greenville, North Carolina, and find yourself in good company.
Discover the outdoors at Wildwood Park. Located on Blue Heron Drive in Greenville, this is your go-to spot for fun. With over 7 miles of trails, mountain biking, fishing, picnic spots, and 2 playgrounds, there's something for everyone. Find your escape, whether it's a quiet adventure or high-energy family fun. For more information, call 252-329-4576.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Every pirate needs a bank, and Town Bank has the entire field covered. From business and retail banking to loans and mortgages and insurance, Town Bank and our family of companies can be your winning financial team today. Town Bank, serving others, enriching lives. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 512138. Insurance products offered through Town Insurance are not a deposit, not FDIC insured, and not guaranteed by Town Bank.
Big Rock Power Sports and Marine of Greenville is your one-stop shop for all your power sports and marine needs. They carry ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, plus personal watercraft, boats, and pontoons. There are 4 Eastern Carolina locations close by: New Bern, Rocky Mount, Elizabeth City, and Greenville. So Big Rock Power Sports has you covered. Find us in Greenville on Highway 264 beside Agri-Supply, or visit them at BigRockPowersports.com. Proud sponsors of ECU Athletics as well as Pirate Club members. Go Pirates!
Here in the Pirate Nation, we gather as one, and one of the best parts of our pirate pride is the time we spend together. And more often than not, when pirates gather, Bojangles is a part of our celebrations. From the turf to the diamond to the court, Bojangles is part of who we are. Yep, it's easy to recognize that Bojangles and ECU Athletics are a perfect pair. So the next time you plan a get-together, pick up some Bojangles, chicken, biscuits, fixins, and legendary iced tea. Hey, pirate fans, it's Bo time.
Halftime show continues with the college football scoreboard. Let's go back to the ECU Sports Network game studio.
One of the game going on right now. It's up in the Bronx, New York, where it's 27, feels like 18, and there are some light snow flurries. It's 7-5 Clemson, who comes in on a 4-game win streak, taking on 6-6 Penn State. Nittany Lions won their first 3 games of the season, dropped 6 in a row. James Franklin was dismissed of his duties, and they found themselves bowl eligible after winning the final 3. Early in the game, Clemson had the ball, went 3 and out, tried to fake a punt. The gunner had no idea the punter was throwing him the football.
takes over on downs, and the Huskies will take over near